So this is going to be what we are planning on doing. We're going to have the driveway come off this road along this edge here, and then we're going to have a little spot where you can park the cars, two of them this way. So it's going to be kind of like a comma around the back of the house, a driveway here, and it's going to be like a little Y, so you could pull in and then back into this little Y section and drive back out the same way. We got these flags. The orange flags are the corner, that the white one's the middle. But we're gonna put the house in this flat area here. So we're gonna have the front view, which will still be very nice, and the back view, which will be very nice. This is what we call Deer Field, because this is where all the deer and turkey hang out. And this we call Sunset Hill, because every night we have a great sunset where we are located at. So that is going to be the update. We're going to get some machines out here, do some grading, make a nice flat driveway to get up into this parking area behind the house. And we're going to see about having a house built from here to there, to there, to there, and back to here. So it's about 80 by 30 feet is what we're estimating the house to be built here. And today we are starting the driveway. Tearing it up. We got this road cut out here. And it's gonna go up around, and the house will be up on that hill. So the orange flags are where this house is gonna be built at. I'm actually standing in the middle of the driveway here with these white flags. So we put a space, it's about 18 feet, so we could squish 3 cars, or 2 cars could turn around easily here. And then here's our driveway coming up. Look at that, driveway almost looks flat. That's pretty good. There's the rock. So this is the progress on building the house onto this property. So we had the driveway, parking area, and the house all scraped out. This is where we're planning on having the house built at. So we scraped the top off. It's up on top of a hill. The water runs down the hill in both directions. So we've got a lot of good water runoff here. Driveway, we had this large parking spot put in. We had the topsoil scraped off, and we put in this turnaround here. So this little parking lot here, you got plenty of room to back up and turn around. There should be, if we want to run a driveway to the back of this house, we've got plenty of room to run something here. And the driveway is going to be as flat as possible right here. We couldn't cut in too far down because we have a water main. Call in your locates. So this is what we got for our driveway now. It's gonna come down this street and veer right into the driveway. We had a storm pipe put in here, so the water's gonna run through from whatever small ditch is there. And then over here, we had this ditch filled in with a bunch of large rock boulders. So the water will still run through here, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to cut the grass. On this side is the inlet, the other side is the outlet. So any water that's in this small ditch will be able to run under the driveway, not over it. And then that hill right there got graded out, so it's a little bit easier to drive a lawnmower on. But that's our progress. But a lot of it's probably going to get dug up anyway, because we got to run a water service. But for now, so we could get trucks up in here, cement trucks, more machines. This is the driveway I'm walking through, and this is where our house will be built. Just as I'm walking up to here, I think something pooped in the yard. Nope. Just out of nowhere, the ants came out of the mud. Isn't that breeze nice? So here we are with the update on the house. Everything ran off really well. We had some very serious rain last night. And just coming out here to check on the driveway. And for the most part, it held together pretty well. The part that didn't go so well, down here, looks like we have a little bit of runoff. So coming off this hill here, looks like we have a little bit of pooling. So we're gonna have to do something to fix that. And it looks like we lost a little bit of our gravel coming down this hill here. And there's some of the driveway in the ditch. Oh, that's what we're going to have to deal with here. Some erosion happening. Good thing though is on this driveway here, it looks like our water ran down the ditch. It did not wash over the driveway. And everything looks like it went well for this section. But we gotta do something with this clay here. Get some grass seed planted real quick, or else we're gonna have to have some kind of little ditch at this side of the driveway right here coming down, so I don't get this clay running in there. that's going to be a mess if it keeps doing this. So that's the update on the driveway. Lost rock. So while keeping this project going, I'll share with you what the costs are. And this driveway with 4 loads of rock, got the bigger rock that was in that ditch, and then 3 loads of this finer grade 8 maybe rock here that we had delivered. The grand total to have this driveway scraped out, have all the rock laid down and put out, and the whole scraping the topsoil off for this foundation right here. The grand total on this so far, $3,000 bucks. So it took 2 days, a whole day and then a morning to finish up on this. But that's the first thing. If you want to know what it costs to grade out a driveway and take the topsoil off for putting a house foundation down, $3 grand. There's your first cost. Now the next update that we're doing is we have to do a registration for a perk test, and we need an address for that. So we're hoping to get by with the same address, but if we're going to do utilities and the septic field, we need our own separate address. So the process of that right now is we had to send an email over to the 911 center here in Kentucky, and 911 will look at the property, look at the drawing for the house, look at the drawing for the driveway, and they will assign the address for the new house. Once we got the new address, then we can go ahead and do the setup for the septic tank. We could start getting mail. We'll have a mailbox put out there, and then we also got to get a water service tapped in. So I'll keep you updated on the costs going forward from there. But so far, our cost for this project is $3 grand to scrape the dirt and build the driveway. Come back to see the updates. Thanks for watching.